The ongoing world economic crisis makes gold the crucial asset of financial stability. China and Russia are going to make gold the basic instrument, stabilizing their reserve currencies. China is aiming to increase the amount of its gold reserves up to probably 70% of the total state reserve. The growth tendency in the demand for gold in the world market is quite obvious. Price of gold is growing and this trend is stable. Geopolitical instability makes its further influence on the growth of prices. Therefore, gold shall keep its stable position in the world market as one of the main financial instruments. China and India are buying gold in huge amounts, moving up its price. Madagascar has rich field reserves of gold.
Этот фильм о Мадагаскаре не будет говорить о замечательной природе острова.
Our film is about Madagascar, but we shall not speak about its wonderful nature, nor about the famous lemurs living only there, nor about its lakes or rivers. Our story is about the treasures hidden beneath the green cover of woods, the rich wealth of minerals, and first of all about the gold. Our story takes start from Russia. In one of the high-rise buildings of the Moscow city, there took place a round-table meeting. Today, we are speaking about potential investments to the Republic of Madagascar. Madagascar today. Before we start our discussion, I would like to tell you that this event is very well timed. Speaking of Madagascar, I can say that today my country has the one and only enemy, that is, our poor development. The government of Madagascar came into a ruthless struggle against this enemy. Madagascar is a country of unusual traditions and richness. It has 590,000 square kilometers of territory, which is equal to France and Benelux combined together. Madagascar has 21 million of population, 5,000 kilometers of free shoreline, and almost 360 sunny days a year. Madagascar has a huge potential in agriculture, fishery and mining. Our flora and fauna are almost 90% endemic. We may say that the country has all the necessary components for economic development. Ladies and gentlemen, in the face of various challenges and keeping in mind the aim of development, the government of Madagascar makes its best to establish the most favorable legal and administrative basis for investments. The government of Madagascar has established such structures as the Bureau for Economic Development, which works to soften and accelerate the procedures of processing the applications from potential investors. Natural resources of Madagascar. Our priority is our mineral resources. The scientists from the former Soviet Union worked a lot to make geographical and geological maps of Madagascar. I am sure that they still have a secret map of this kind. Maybe in Russia they know much more about our island than we do. Just 1 month ago, a field of sapphires was discovered at Madagascar, in the region of Batanazaka. But how it happened, we don't know. That is for we really want to cooperate with you. The French researchers have been studying Madagascar for a long time, but they did not share their knowledge with the Malagasy scientists and people. Since 1980s, the Russian geologists from Zarubezh Geologia spent 11 years at the island. They made a lot of discoveries and proved that Madagascar is rich with gold and other minerals. Thus, they made a very important deal for the future development of the island.
внесли существенный вклад.
After the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, most of the Russian geologists left Madagascar, but the research did not stop. Several enthusiastic scientists continued their work, and now the companies from Russia can demonstrate some real results. The Hola company is the Russian pioneer in exploration of natural resources at Madagascar. Hola is a legacy industrial company registered in 2007 with the privilege of being a resident company. Actually, this company has been working at Madagascar since the year 2000, when the preliminary investigations based upon the vast Soviet experience started. Legacy newspapers write about Hola. The company and its personnel are well known and absolutely credible at Madagascar. The people of the island, the government, the army and the police help Hola to develop its business and to move across the island where necessary. The army and the gendarmerie of Madagascar are making their best to provide the due level of security for the personnel of the company. The basic business idea of Hola is to search and develop the gold and other mineral resources of Madagascar. Now, one can see some real achievements, including those mentioned by my legacy ambassador in Russia, and the work is going on. In 2007, Hola arranged a scientific conference where took part a couple of outstanding Russian scientists. Academician Evgeny Shemyakin and a corresponding member of Russian Academy of Science Evgeny Teryaev.
В том же году компания получила разрешение на поиски и частичную добычу полезных ископаемых.
By 2007, Hola had 13 licensed land plots at Madagascar, which comprised of 200,000 square kilometers of total area. That year, Hola got permission for search, exploration and partial production of minerals. According to the legacy legislation, it became the first stage of land lease. In 2008, Hola delivered special research equipment. The first stage of geological investigations proved the industrial amount of gold at several plots. In 2009-2011, Hola arranged 6 missions to search and evaluate the deposits. Production equipment was deployed at promising plots. As a result of these missions, the key plots were investigated. The main genetic types of gold-bearing scatterings were determined. Their bedding regularities, structures, concentration conditions for gold scatterings and other valuable associated components were defined. President of Hola, Evgeny Plekhanov. The most important component of our business are our people. Russian scientists have a significant potential and great reserves for future of gold mining in the international market, including that of Madagascar. That is the fact. Vladimir and Denis Balakhonov, the top managers and leading experts of the Geoinfocom company from Yekaterinburg, also took part in the meeting. The potential of Russian science is really important. Let me please introduce Mr. Evgeny Chernyaev. He is one of those real experts at Madagascar who know much and who can do a lot. Dear colleagues, I am representing here a geological reconnoitering company, Geosphere, from Siberia. This company is searching for gold deposits. Thanks to Evgeny Plekhanov, we met with the Hola company and started our cooperation. That was surprising, but just the very first results of our cooperation appeared to be very interesting and very promising. Hola today. What kind of a company is it? We have a license for production and export of minerals. This license is being actualized annually. All is very democratic, just what you have heard from Mr. Ambassador and Mr. Advisor for Economy, speaking of legal aspects at Madagascar. Hola has the exclusive rights for search and production at all the 13 plots with various deposits, 200,000 square kilometers of total area. The exploitation started from the plot 29166, where the equipment is being mounted at full speed, as well as going on the construction of the settlement for the Russian experts. The next site is the plot 27828, which is very promising with its abundance of associated components, rare earth elements and corundum. Hola has high-class personnel with a huge experience in practical work at Madagascar. The company relies upon its own investigations, but at the same time it is strongly supported by the Russian scientific community, all which is necessary for a successful business of the kind. Plans for the year 2016 cover production activities at several plots through mining and exploration of the plots with raw gold. Besides this, the Hola holding company is looking for diversification via several key directions. Thus, Hola has bought 50% of shares from Alpha Madagascar 2, which operates at the free economic zone of the island. Alpha Madagascar 2 possesses 1,000 hectares of land, including some places at the shore resort area of the island. All these activities shall minimize the expenses of export and import of equipment, components, expendables and spare parts, helping Hola during the starting phase of its business development.
Все это способно помочь компании Hola на первоначальном, самом затратном этапе развития.
Another point of interest for Hola is tourism. Legislation of Madagascar favors business and provides good conditions for investors. The government is fighting against corruption. The Hola holding company offers its consulting, financial and legal services at Madagascar. The company is ready to share its experience. The strategy of Hola is to attract as much cooperation as possible.
Из числа соотечественников, увеличивая тем самым свое присутствие и влияние на Мадагаскаре. Взаимная поддержка будет только способствовать взаимной выгоде всех участников.
Hola is one of the Russian companies working at Madagascar. They respect the law. They work well together with the people. I have seen the references given to this company by the government. They demonstrate a good kind of response. So, I just want to say that the other Russian businessmen should follow Hola when making business in our country. Hola is ready to discuss the terms and conditions of cooperation with all the potential investors at Madagascar. Working together, we shall succeed. Mutual support should provide mutual profit to all the partners.